story of Cedar Man is a Lower Fraser Valley story. In the time when Hal the Transformer was around and about and transforming people for things that they did right and things that they did wrong, if it was their time. If they did wrong, then he transformed them to stone. There was one individual who, in his community, if anything happened, he was aware of it almost immediately, or he was aware that a change was going on, and he prepared himself for it. He always prepared himself. If he had to cut wood, or if he had to prepare food, or if he had to prepare other things for the community, he was prepared well in advance, so that when somebody would come to him and ask him for something, he would have it almost immediately. When his time came that he was passing on into the next world, Hal the Transformer came to him and said that you've been such a good person in your community, always giving, always being ready, always being there, that instead of transforming into the next world, what I'm going to do is transform you into the cedar tree, because the cedar tree gives all the time. And to this day, our people use every part of the cedar tree for different parts of their lives. Then they would build their homes, their canoes, their ceremonial masks. All of their clothing would come from the cedar tree. One of the teachings was that when you portray your people's designs, tell your people's stories, they aren't you as an individual. They come from your ancestors and they were given to you as a gift. When you use that gift, then sometimes you have to give back to the people. As an artist, I tend to know that, okay, these designs are from my ancestors. They're my gift. And as I portray them, I'm portraying them, my ancestors. I'm portraying my own people. And that's one of the teachings I look at as well. Not only Cedar Man, but the teaching of giving back to the people, but the art as well, coming from the ancestors. 10,000 years ago, there was a great flood. Our people were in huge cedar canoes, anchored to Swakis, Mount Provo, by a huge cedar rope. They were dressed in cedar capes. Everything about them was connected to cedar. Cedar is all around us. The roots are deep. They're strong. Just like our people, you can't walk anywhere on this island that our people haven't been. You can't go anywhere on this island, on this level at any rate, elevation, where cedar isn't growing. I would say to people to just find a big cedar tree or a little grove that you're comfortable with, and just go and sit under it for a couple of hours a week. And you'll start finding yourself becoming more and more rooted to your community.
You can just see it. The cedar is so special, so spiritual, and it's. I always tell the students it's worse than a jealous woman. If when you're working with cedar, if the cedar doesn't like what you're doing, you wouldn't be able to work with it. So the cedar is very special. It forces you to do what it wants you to do. So normally when I go and harvest, I try to bring a gift up, and then being very humble when I offer the gift to harvest, but to gather the cedar bark, and I talk to it just like I would to an elder. So I use it as it's a double thing for me. So it helps ground me, and it helps open that spiritual way. So once I'm connected with that cedar, it'll just flow. So like a river, like it just goes and goes. So we used everything from the forest, right from the strainers to clothing to tools that we can harvest, we can cook with, we can store our foods in. So basically we got everything from the forest. So that was very important for us.